everybody. It's Lisa with the City of Republic, and I am sitting down with Mayor Matt Russell. This morning we're going to be talking about the state of the city. City charter says that every year the mayor needs to get in front of the people and kind of tell you what's going on in the town and what we're looking forward to in the next year. So 2021 was a really exciting year for the city. I just moved back personally, but I moved back to a town that had, just changed drastically. But last year it seemed to just kick into overdrive.
2021 was unlike anything Republic has experienced in the past. People just wanted to be here. And the most exciting thing for us was it was just clicking. It was just working, and people started to notice. New citizens are moving in. We have amazing new residential units coming in. The school system is buying in. They are working hard to keep up with the growth. Businesses are moving in. Nearly 200 new businesses came to town last year alone, and things are just blowing up.
That's going to be great for sales tax.
It's wonderful for sales tax. Sales tax has gone up 13%.
Wow.
Yes, and we're expecting better in 2022.
That's amazing. So that must set you up to be able to really do some improvements for the city. What are you looking forward to in 2022?
Well, 2022, we have a long list of things that we are going to address. Number one, the citizens just passed a sales tax for law enforcement. So we are going to be hiring new law enforcement officers and new firefighters to better protect the citizens. We're keeping up with our promises that we made when we asked for that law enforcement sales tax, and we're going to get it done. So number one of our top priorities is making sure that we fulfill our promises. We are also going to be working on the streets, and we hear it over and over and over again. People want good streets, and that's what we want too. So we're going to be working on some major projects. We're going to be working on repaving streets and making it better for the citizens.
I know that intersection at Hines and Lynn is a big pain point for people. We see it on Facebook all the time. Is that one of the projects that's going to be addressed?
Absolutely. That's going to be one of the major projects addressed.
And how about trying to get out to Amazon over the railroad crossing? What's that going to look like?
So that's a little bit beyond the big projects. That's a huge project.
Yeah.
And that's, because the local projects, the street projects, that's us. But sometimes when things get so big, we have to expand out. And what we've done with the corridor is we've reached out to government in Greene County, we've reached out to government in Jeff City, and we're trying to get all the funds that we can to come support this growth that's happening in Republic. And because we're reaching out and making collaboration, what we're doing is we're expanding from Republic High School all the way to I-44.
Wow.
And it's a major project, and it's not something that's going to be done easily or quickly, but we are very excited about the growth that's going to then in turn cause, which is good for the citizens, because then that creates more sales tax, which then helps everybody.
Yeah, and just taking it down to a basic level, I won't have to sit in traffic anymore, which is a very important thing.
That is certainly a goal of my wife.
As the city grows, we know that infrastructure is just going to continue to be a pain point, something that needs to be addressed. Beyond, working to make sure the streets are great and traffic is flowing easily, are there any other infrastructure projects that you're looking to undertake in 2022?
Well, there's a project that no one really likes to talk about, but it is a project that's incredibly important. Republic has an issue with wastewater.
Ooh.
Yeah, we don't like to sit around and talk about wastewater because, we don't want to think about it. But the truth of the matter is we've been under a compliance order since 2011. And what that means is Missouri Department of Natural Resources has come in and said we're doing something wrong and we need to fix it. And right now we're fixing it. So what that means is a major infrastructure project is making sure the wastewater plant is up to compliance and looking forward, making sure that it's going to be able to keep up with the demand that the citizens are going to have when we continue to grow at the rate that we're projected to grow.
Yeah, because, Republic's a great place, good schools, good housing market, so we only expect the population to go up.
The census data did just come in, and we are projected to grow at 12.5% per year for the next 5 years. Look, we're a small town, and we want to keep those small town values, but the fact of the matter is we are a growing town. Mm-hmm. And if we don't do things right, it's just going to get worse and worse. And so we're trying very hard to make sure that we're getting out in front of the pitch and making sure that we're fixing the problems before they become problems.
So a lot of people are coming to Republic. That's the bottom line. What's making them come here?
Well, I can speak from personal experience. I grew up in Mount Vernon, which is just right down the road, and I'd lived in Springfield after going to school and all that. But my wife and I moved to Republic because it's a great town. We moved here about 5 years ago, and we had every option. We could have gone to Nixa, we could have gone to Ozark, we could have stayed in Springfield or Rogersville, and we chose Republic. And the reason we chose Republic is, number one, we have great schools. No question about it. I've got young kids, they're 11 and 9. We wanted to be here for the schools. But as we got here, we realized that this is a great town. Number one, we have an amazing park system.
Yeah.
The Parks and Rec team here are better than any place I've seen. We have amazing pool, we have amazing parks, we have amazing trails. The rec center is amazing. I keep using the word amazing, but the fact of the matter is it's just the truth.
And the people of Republic really support that. I mean, we sent out a citizen survey last year now in 2021, and time and again as I was reading through it, they were like parks and trails, parks and trails, parks and trails. So they come out to support those sorts of things.
Absolutely. And I'm glad that citizens fill those out because, frankly, that's where we base our priorities on. We are very big at keeping our promises. But we don't know what promises to make without the citizens telling us. So when the citizens fill out those surveys, we know, oh, Parks and Rec. Okay, we got that. Trails. Oh, trails, that's a priority. The pool, huge priority. Mm-hmm. We get that and we try to follow that. So it's not government deciding what's best for you. It's you deciding what's best for you and us helping get that done.
And I know that this year people are going to have another opportunity to come out and say that they support the park system. Can you tell me a little bit about the Ballot Initiative?
Absolutely. In August of this year, citizens are going to have the opportunity to continue to support the Parks and Rec Department here in Republic. We are going to be asking for a no tax increase, but a continuation of the current tax that has given you all of this great stuff in the past. We're going to be asking for that to be continued forward. And we want that continued forward so that we can continue to provide what we've done, but also increase into building a state-of-the-art, amazing ball field. Ball field, that's not even accurate. A very large 137 acre park that is going to be for the citizens of Republic and for tourism. We're going to be able to draw other people in and with that get more sales tax.
Ooh, that sounds good. So what you're saying is that if I vote for this ballot initiative in August, I'm not going to see any increase in my sales tax. It's just going to keep rolling the way it's been, but I'm going to get a massive ballpark that's going to bring people from all over. We're going to have more great programming like the Jurassic Range Archery Park. And I heard that you wanted a lazy river on the pool.
All right, I'm totally biased. I really want a lazy river, but I'm not the one that gets to pick. Yeah. The citizens get to pick, and that, candidly, was one of the things that the citizens were interested in, too. So hopefully I can see if that gets completed.
So it sounds like it's going to be an awesome 2022 in Republic, but all of this stuff is happening. How are you planning to keep people in the loop?
Well, my goal is to make sure that the citizens have access to government. And one of the ways we're going to do that in this coming year is we're going to have these conversations on a monthly basis. So if you have questions, if you have concerns, if you have something that you want me to discuss, send a message in through Facebook, through Instagram, email us. We want to hear what your thoughts are, because if you're having a question, somebody else is having a question about the exact same thing. So let's get out there, let's answer questions, not worry about talking negatively on Facebook, but just have an open dialogue. That's my goal, and that's why we're going to continue to do this.